depredation, but and it's a little sad to reveal the source of it. Siyempre, there's always the underlying despair. Kaya ang pangalan niya, Dessicated Proxy. Because I sometimes have this feeling na one can never reach any kind of meaning with art. But one can always try the aesthetic approach.
Okay.
And what I was trying to explain to some guests kanina, sabi ko, you know that I may not be a firm upholder of religion, but I am a firm upholder of the aesthetics that makes religion so attractive.
Okay.
And yet, at the same time, sabi ko, none of it, no matter how religious, no matter how pious, no matter how ritual, will replace just the simple good act that is not aestheticized. The ordinary, the ordinary act of kindness. That's what really counts. Eh. But we do love theater as humans.
Yeah.
That's what makes religion maybe so formally appealing to many people. The theater of it, the dressing up, the whole... di ba? Yun ang ano eh. But it's not... That's why it's always just a desiccated proxy eh. Desiccated, ano lang siya eh. Dried up na, ready to be rehydrated. Proxy lang, portable proxy lang siya eh. You know? Because I kept thinking, sabi ko, how do I communicate the idea that it's all portable? And the only word that came really was desiccated. Desiccated
Meaning your
coconut.
faith is portable? Is that what you're saying?
No, it does not much apply to me because I don't have faith in that sense, no?
Okay.
The sense...
Piousness or?
Oh, siguro. The sense of piousness. The sense of like a moral standard is a portable thing. But it all ties in. Did you ever get copies of Control P?
No.
Kay Judy Sibayan?
I've heard about it, but
I wrote in one of the things
it's
that links-
available online.
It's available online. You just
Control P, yeah.
Google it, Control P. I have a 2007 article there where I wrote about what I call determined despair. You are in a sea of debris. The waves are strong. There's a vortex. You're sucked in. You only have two options. You swim, you drown peacefully, or you just swim for as far as you can go. And so sabi ko, me, I've taken the option of determined despair. I'm just gonna swim as far as I can get. I'm not gonna be saved. I may not be saved. And that's also the beginning of all the cotillion ladies drowning. Yun eh. Yung scene na yun eh. And again, it keeps resurfacing again. The whole idea of despair and yet perseverance amidst the despair, no? And like Silvana and I were having this little discussion about society, about that crane at the corner of the street blocking the street for my opening, etc., etc. Sabi niya, society, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Sabi ko, alam mo, Silvana, at our age, it's better to be damned if you do. You have to do. Because you're damned anyway. Ayun.
You wanna be more artistic.
So the red velvet on this. This is not a Cariton this time, but it's like a cathedral. No?
No, I wanted to have the Cariton is inside, you remember, no? The Cariton is
Yeah, that
inside.
was the one from Slab.
That's the one from Slab. And I actually wanted to build it a house because it's a hell to clean, you know? So I wanted to build it a house. And when I had finally built the cathedral, sabi ko, how am I going to finish the cathedral? And that lingered for several months. And then finally, soon after what happened with Video, the idea of the velvet straitjacket appealed to me. Sabi ko, you can be trapped in your own polemic or your own decided neurosis. Because I suppose that's one's definition of one's faith. It is my own individual design craziness.
And then this lady, who welcomes us. Oh my God.
Si Dama Demolition, ano? The Lady of Demolition. The lady that will tear down everything.
They're down.
She'll tear down everything. Come on, the Lady of Change. It's the Lady of Change. The most immediate, of course, is the urban poor getting torn down. But you reckon that this house will eventually go? The idea of inexorable decay. And then the other motif that lent itself recently was the warning vest. Sabi ni Silvana, what's the vest all about? Sabi ko, parang angel yun eh. They want to save you from drowning. Diba? You are the best from drowning.
Okay, and then those tablets.
The tablets came from an earlier piece in 2005 about the law of the river. No? And sabi ko nga, I wanted to expand the idea to say a decalogue of values. Therefore, sabi ko, one decalogue of values is about people who value the whole idea of opportunism. The taxi ride. When I've done with you, when I've gotten from where I want to go, then goodbye.
That's only this one.
Or the survivalism of the window, the rock on and the protest, parang survivalism. The other one, the choice between decay and structure. So parang what I wanted to do was make decalogues. Yung parang an entire value system. But siyempre, ang classic decalogue nga natin, Ten Commandments.
Ten Commandments.
But it's, to me, it's beyond that already. It's beyond that. It's beyond just the 10, It's the whole code of, kasi siyempre, I think you will agree that many of us carry what we call not 10 commandments but a set of interstitial value systems. Madami ng compromise na nakabuilt in.
Hi there. Hi there.
Ayun.
Congratulations. I love the paper piece. The bungee jumping Christ na may chainsaw.
Did you see Army of Darkness?
Which one's Army of Darkness?
Sam Raimi. That's why it's called
the
Army of
movie.
Darkness. Yeah, the guy, si Bruce Campbell,
Okay.
with the sawed-off shotgun and the chainsaw.
Yeah, okay. That was from that. But it's a collage, no? Yeah, all these movies.
They're collage
Yeah.
Kasi nga parang I just wanted to show the debrief traveling through time.
Ganda. That's a nice one. What about that one? That's this piece, the one with
figura.
Yes. Is it here? No, it's not
No, it's
here.
not them. The one with the Marlboro sign, no?
Yeah.
The red.
Oh.
That comes from an earlier series. No.
I know you have that shape before. You've done canvases with that shape before.
Yeah. Oo. Ano pa yan? 90s pa yan.
Oo.
In fact, this came from 1997 but I remade it. I remade the figure. I changed the head. Ang unang ulo niyan, apoy na nasusunog eh. Sabi ko, ayoko nang gawin na apoy, ginawa kong dila. I changed it to a tongue.
Oh, is that it? Ganun yun, dila yun.
It's the whole tongue. Thanks also to our experiences last August about people saying how good and how right and how true their faith was. But it's all a declaration of that organ,
Yeah.
But the other tongue comes from the Arab Spring.
This one.
That's my homage to Gaddafi.
And this one? This is
Comes
quite
from the
strong.
Gulf of Mexico. No? That's why
The oil spill. Okay.
That's why I call it anak ng Pieta, because in early Christian iconography, the pelican is Jesus Christ, di ba? Because the pelican takes of its own blood and feeds its young. And then this is my little homage to Francis Magalona, the White Lady, which I call leukemia.
Oh no. Okay.
Hindi ba, mythical naman. Nobody's ever seen the White Lady of
Yes.
Balete Drive. It is Balete Drive, The landscape is Balete Drive.
Okay.
And I think that's where he was arrested for
Really?
making chonky. Di ba nahuli yan sa Balete Drive na chumuchonky. So sabi ko, ironic nga. But to me, the more insidious White Lady was leukemia.
Yeah.
That's the White Lady we see of. Ano?